Hey there, YTPC, New Jersey Piper Ben here. Gonna try out a new tobacco this evening. Been smoking some Virginias lately, some of the 20th anniversary smoking pipes. Actually had a little bit of aromatic last night or yesterday. Was kind of feeling that vibe a little bit. But yeah, I picked up some Sam Gawith blends a few months ago, and I've had those in jars for a while, so wanted to crack open one of those and try it out tonight. And of the ones I have, I've filtered to Cabby's mixture. So I got a couple of tins of each of the ones I got and put them in this one of these wide mouth ball jars here, which are nice for easy transfer and retrieval. Just gonna get a little bit of light on so you can see the tobacco. So basically what this stuff is, it's rolled, basically kind of hand rolled into ropes and pressed, and then it's cut into little loosely formed coins. So as you can see, some of the coins are still kind of intact, and there's some ribbon in there obviously, but just gonna get a quick jar note here. And this is a Virginia Perique. And the first thing that hits me on that jar note is citrus. Slight background of breadiness, maybe a little maybe bright hay, little bright grass coming through, but that first note was definitely some citrus. It's nice though. I'm just gonna pull some out and give you guys a nice view. Go ahead and plop some into my tray here so we can take a gander. We'll see if I can find a nice little coin. Hey, sorry for the hiccup. So I was just doing some experimenting again with my camera, because you probably don't care about this, but I switched from 4K UHD 60 frames per second to just regular ultra high definition. And I noticed this in my last video. I couldn't get it to focus on things when I would try to put it up close. And so I switched it back to 60 frames per second, which is why you're quite a bit more zoomed in now on the actual shot here. But I can't back out of that with this particular setting on the camera. But one benefit I noticed, check this out. Nice instant focus there. So you can kind of see those coins up close, which is what I was trying to get done. And that looks really good. You can kind of see those components mixed in there nicely. A little bit of that Perique, some of that stowed Virginia, that red Virginia. So yeah, this is what I was trying to get done, and this looks really good. So hopefully this will maintain when I combine the videos later and get everything edited together after I have my smoking stuff. But yeah, so this stuff's pretty moist. I don't need this much tobacco for sure, so I'm gonna throw some back in my jar over here, and I'm just gonna rub a little bit of this out and let it dry, because it's got quite a bit of moisture going on here. So this is just kind of the, the same method I would do with flakes. flakes seem to be a little bit easier to deal with. These coins, the ones that are actually still stuck together, are quite a bit compacted, so they kind of resisted being broken up a little bit. But gotta release the essences in there and unlock the flavor for the smoke. I'm being dumb, but yeah. Okay. That's probably good enough. So I'm going to let this sit here for probably, I mean, this stuff's pretty, you can kind of see it it's not a lot of spring back. So that's the official sound effect for that, by the way. But I'm probably going to let this sit here for about a good half an hour and get some air in between these ribbons, and so that it'll burn nicely when I go to smoke it. Okay, thanks guys. Be right back. Alright, I got the tobacco dried out a little bit and packed into my 7LE veneer 703 king size. A nice sandblasted Lavat. Still probably could have used some drying time on this one. Just from the very first light, a very mild vapor. And true to the jar note, the mild sort of sweetness of that citrusy hint is coming through on the first initial tasting notes as well. The retro is delicate. So I have to imagine that the Perique content in here is not that prevalent. So really what you're getting is those sort of brighter red Virginias interplaying with those stowed Virginias. So you're getting the citrus bouncing up against the sort of dark fruit of the stowed Virginias. So it's a nice balance of, you know, brighter flavors and deeper flavors, I would say. But very minimal sort of spiciness or edge coming from the Perique. So again, the Perique is not at the forefront here at all. The Virginias are the stars here. And as I work down the bowl, you know, on that retro, little hint of spice, little touch there, just to remind you that, you know, there is a little bit of Perique in there. And that could honestly just be just how the mix itself is intermingled into the bowl. I might have just hit a little pocket of Perique there that I wasn't picking up on before, so makes sense. It's good though. It's nice. I did forget to bring a pipe cleaner out here though, because I imagine at some point the moisture is going to become obvious, and that sucks. But I can run back in there and get one if I need to. And I do have a nice sort of light ash in there forming, which is a good sign. It's burning well. So a new monitor showed up on my doorstep today. They sent an email out at work that said basically, you know, we don't know when you're going to be able to come back to the office. I mean, and the office isn't like barricaded or anything. I could go in there if I wanted to probably, but they're encouraging people to obviously practice social distancing and not leave the house if you don't need to, as we should all be doing. But I've got like one of those small like 12-inch laptops that sometimes what I do is it's the size of the screen is kind of important. It makes my job easier, and honestly having multiple screens too, which is nice. I've got two big, you know, 25-inch widescreen monitors at work side by side, so that helps out. But yeah, I don't have anything here at the house. I don't really have an office set up. I have a small 2-bedroom house, and you know, the spare bedroom is set up as a guest room with a queen size bed, and not a lot else can fit in that room, but I do have a desk in there. But guess what that desk is covered in? Tobacco. It's where I shoot all my my sort of tin openings and unboxings and things. So I've got a shelf for my tobacco to go to in the hall, but it's got stuff on it. It's got some Funko Pops stacked up on it, so I'm gonna find a new home for those Funko Pops. Probably just gonna putting them in a box or something and putting my tobacco on that shelf, which is a better place for it anyway, not taking up space in the spare bedroom, because we do have guests from time to time, mainly my parents, but still. I I didn't foresee back in September last year the hobby taking over my life as much as it has. But it's been fun. I've definitely gotten a lot of enjoyment out of it for sure. And the Cabby's mixture is very nice. It's just getting better and better as I get down the bowl. And honestly, you know, I know it's top of mind, but it does kind of remind me of the Smoking Pipe's 20th anniversary flick a little bit, the non-dark version. It's got some similar characteristics in there with the Virginias, and it's a similar color, so you know, kind of makes sense. But yeah, it's good. Oh goodness. Okay, I guess I've probably made this video much longer than it should have been to begin with, because I was kind of having some issues with the camera earlier, but hopefully it'll come out okay and you guys won't be too bored by the end of this. But yeah, I mean, if you like mild, easygoing but flavorful Virginias that aren't gonna, you know, kick in the butt too hard, nice easygoing, tasteful, balanced smoke, Cabby's mixture's pretty good. So I would say, yeah, I mean, you can't get any of the Smoking Pipe's 20th anniversary anymore, so get some Cabby's mixture. It's not the same, but they're similar. I don't think that's too controversial of a statement. The only thing is, I might not know what the hell I'm doing enough to say something like that, but shoot me. Okay, take care, guys.